So the first app we're going to use is called Photopea, and I'm going to type in Photopea, enter, and this is it right here. So click on Open from Computer, and here's my folder of landscapes. Let's take this one here, and I want to make the colors and everything a bit more vibrant. So what I'm going to do is go up to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. And here are the controls. And saturation essentially means how much color is in it. So if I brought the saturation slider all the way to the left, you'd see it goes black and white. If I start to bring it from the middle to the right, it's starting to look more like a Fauvist painting, which is exaggerated colors. So right about there, it's at 62%. I would say that that's a perfect amount because you can see some really vibrant colors in there. You can imagine painting with oil paints or oil pastels. If I bring it all the way up, I think it goes too far and we get some sort of bitmappy artifacts. That's what these little rectangular things are. So I would say don't go that far. Maybe somewhere around 62 is really good. And then press OK. And then let's just say I want to crop the image to make it so that the boat isn't exactly centered. Let's say I want the boat to be in the bottom 2/3. Right? So we talk about the rule of thirds. Then I'll go over to the crop button here. Maybe I want this boat to be in the bottom left third. So maybe I want that point right there, that intersection, to be about where that boat motor is. So I can bring this one down right to about there. Press enter, and now I'm going to save it. And I want to save it by pressing File, Export as, JPEG. Alright, so not save as, but export as JPEG. And I want to boost the quality slider all the way up, leave everything else alone, press save, and now it's going to ask where I want to save it, and just make sure you save it to a place where you know where it is, and then you can print it off A4 size. Okay, so let's just go through that one more time. I'm going to say File, Open. Grab an image that you took for one of your photographs. You can adjust the saturation by going to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. If you need to, you can boost the saturation up to make the colors a little bit more artificial looking. You can even adjust the lightness and darkness if you feel like that helps. Press OK. You can, if you want to adjust the composition slightly, click on Crop, and then maybe I want the ground, right, where the trees meet, or sorry, where the green meets the orange. Maybe I want that to be on the 1/3 line. So I'm going to go up to the top there and bring this slider down. And then maybe this information over here is a bit boring, so I'm going to bring this one in a little bit until this tree right here is lying on that 1/3 mark. Then I can press enter, and I've got my new composition. Then I say File, Export as, JPEG. Make sure the quality slider is all the way up. Press Save. Give it a name that makes sense. Save it where you know where it is. And then make sure you print those two off A4 size in full color. Okay, let's try a photo filter that you can use online to simulate Fauvist paintings, and we're going to be studying Fauvism, so it would make sense to have a look at what we can do to our own landscape photos and alter them before we bring them into lesson and print them out in color. So let's go to this website, goart.fotor, do a Google search, and you'll see this one right here. To use this website, you click on Get Started. Then you choose an image that you want to turn into a Fauvist style painting, and let's just try something that's already vibrant colors like this one here. Okay, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to upload. That went pretty quickly. And now I want to scroll over until I find Fauvism. We can try all these others at some point, but right now we're going to study Fauvist paintings. And so if it's the second row, I'm going to click on Fauvism, and it will apply a brush filter effect. And I think the effect is a bit too strong because I'm losing a lot of the beautiful colors. So I'm going to adjust this slider left until I get some of the nice colors back. If I go all the way to the left, I've got just the photo. So I want to go somewhere maybe around there to get that nice effect. Now when I'm ready to save it, I could do it in two ways. First way is to right click it, say Save Image As, and you can see this, the file type is .jfif. Now if for some reason you save it as that file type and you can't get it to print, then the other way to save this image would be to use the snipping tool. Click on New, draw a rectangle around what you want to capture, then click on File, Save As, and now it's a JPEG. I just need to rename it to, let's just call it Fauv 1. Enter. Now you should be able to print that with no problem, A4 size, and we can use it in lesson. Alright, so have fun with this filter effect, and also you might, if you need to, try brightening the colors using Photo P first, and maybe cropping your photo to make a more interesting composition before finally running it through this Fauvist filter. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your work.